Alright, Satya Academy. Today we are going through a nice Vinyasa Flow. And again, if you can have your mat close to a wall, it will be very supportive. So you can start practicing more inversions, feeling confident, and just starting to feel that more deeper stamina in each posture to hold, to feel strong. And so that's exactly what we're going to do today. A little bit of Kundalini inspired Kriyas along with a Vinyasa Flow. So let's start sitting in the middle of our mat, closing down our eyes, and just starting to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Again. Now breathing only through the nostrils, activating Mula Bandha. Using your energetic anatomy to move the breath more effortlessly through the body. Now we're going to take 2 inhales in through the nose. First inhale will fill our lower abdomen. Second inhale will fill our upper chest. And exhaling through the nose totally. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Again, inhale, in, and out. Belly, chest, and out. Finding a rhythm. Repetitive engagement. Giving your body a break as you shift awareness through the body. Belly, chest, Mula Bandha. Moving the energy up the spine, up the crown to Sahasrara. Good, now inhaling fully, belly, chest, and holding at the top, Mahabandha. Just building the prana through the body. Exhale through the crown of your head. Harnessing the prana, gathering it into the heart. Now let's carry that state of mind into our sun salutations. Pushing back into downward dog. Look towards the navel, gripping your fingertips down, pull the kneecaps up, and arch the lower back, lifting the sit bones to the sky. Okay, looking up to the top of your mat, walk your feet forward. Inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Fully exhaling, engage Uddiyana Bandha, pulling the chest up and towards the knees. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastatihi. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Ujjayi for 3, 2, last inhale. Exhale, look forward. Inhale, step or hop to the top of your mat, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Coiling your cheekbones towards your knees. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Palms together, look at your thumb. Exhale, Samastatihi. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Shavasana. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look forward, step or hop to the top of your mat, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastatihi. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, dodge your puppy, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Breathing all the way in. Exhale, up to the top of your mat. Inhale, step or hop, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastatihi. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Downward doggy. 3, 2. Your mouth smells like buttholes. Inhale to the top of your mat. Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Okay, let's step to the back of our mat. I'm going to step so that I don't hit my hands. Good. Now take your feet as wide as your mat and place your hands, just your index fingers up, chopping wood, letting out a nice huff from the kidneys. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, huff. 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 Gripping down through Pada Bandha, the bandha in your foot. Feel your toes and weight coming into your heels. Ha. 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 Stay connected with Mula Bandha here. Even if it's just with the mind, that energetic strength coming from your core, your pranic channels of the nadis. Ha. 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 Letting go of your voice, letting go of sound, the vibration. Ha. 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 Cutting away all cords, all limitations. Ha. 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 We're nearly there. Keep breathing. Channel the chi up through your feet. Strengthen your legs. Strengthen Muladhara. Your roots. Connect with all bodies, all elements. Ha. 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 Letting yourself swing all the way through the legs. Ha. 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 Nearly there. Last few breaths. Ha. Ha. Feeling the prana flowing, the channels, new sensations on your body. Ha. 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 Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach all the way up. Squeeze Mula Bandha. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Grabbing opposite elbows. Feeling that energy traveling up the spine. If you can ground your hands, even with a gentle bend in your knees, just that you feel solid, you feel anchored. Feel that energy moving up the feet, the legs, into the hips, then up into the chest, down into your hands, back into the earth. Good, now coming back into our plank. Holding, we are going to find our Kapalabhati breath of fire. Breathing in through the nose and flicking the belly out through the nose. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping to your knees. If you made it to the end, that means you made it to 100 breaths, a minute and 30 seconds. It's feeling all the energy in your arms. We'd always talk about stretching the hands and the meridians. And right here on the very top, we have our lung. On the pinky, we have our heart. And if those two already aren't the most important, then we also have our pericardium and our large intestine. So there is so much happening as we release the shoulders, the arms, letting that chi travel through the body. Into the heart, anahata. Okay, let's squat it back into Malasana. Dropping our right arm down, find a bind behind the leg. And if you need a strap here to find that bind, please do so. Or if you have nothing, just reach the arm really far out and try to find a hook around your belly to catch the thigh maybe. And then it helps open your shoulder back. And if you have your bind, just keep looking to the ceiling. And coming the other side. My left side has always been strange. Good. Releasing back down onto your knees, toes tucked under. We're going to interlace our hands, fingers facing up, and kind of squeeze your arms behind the head, creating a seal. And again, we're finding our breath of fire. Inhaling all the way. Exhale half of the breath out and hold. Breathing in almost invisibly. Feel the stillness in your body. From your feet to your hands. Holding the posture. Breathing as slow as possible. 20 count inhale, 20 count exhale. Releasing your hands down and untucking your toes. Sit with all sensations. Palms resting by your hips, thumbs together. Let's come back into our downward dog. Bringing our right leg halfway up. And then just push the foot down, straightening your legs into pyramid legs. Using the breath like an ocean wave, keep inching your body down your shin. Good, and then slowly walk up onto your hands and bring your left foot to the wall. So you should be just far enough so that your hip is stacked over your ankle. And making sure that your ankle is no higher than your hip. So you can see, make sure the feet are making a T. And then we're going to bring both our hands overhead. Ooh, I've not done this in a while. And we're going to bring both our hands overhead to lift up and go all the way down. Good, so push into the wall to lift up and go all the way down. Let's do 3 more. Finding your full range of motion each time. Whew. Once more. Beautiful. So let's stay up, reaching through the fingertips. And then as you come down, keep that space along the right side of your body and come into half moon. And this is helpful because sometimes we lift up a little bit too high in our half moon, which is okay. But we do actually want to find a straight line as though your foot is pushing back on an imaginary wall. Good. Now let's take that foot back to the wall, spiral your hips down. Taking a nice deep bend in your front leg. Stretch out the quad. So you can see I'm pushing my thigh down, my hip down, bearing the weight of my torso. And release, coming back to down dog. And bringing our left foot halfway up the mat. Push that foot down, finding a deep stretch. And moving with the wave of your breath. And as you get ready for your half moon, if you're a little farther, that's okay, but you don't want to be too close because then you're going to feel like you're tipping over. So if anything, just make sure your foot is underneath your hip. Open up, you can take a peep. They would make a T if they connected. And then reaching all the way up. Woo. Open. Now that I'm up here, I see that I'm a little high. Good. So I'm pushing my right foot directly into the wall. And it's also that contraction helping me lift. Okay, let's do 3 more. Fighting the wobbles, trying to make it smooth. And lifting up, find a big stretch. Reaching your hand to the ceiling. Ooh, I have something to hold on to. To our half moon. And just let both your hands come down like 3-legged dog, but keep your toe connected to the wall. Take a bit of a bend, so you're just letting the weight come off of your leg and more to the hip, stretching out your quad. See how I'm pushing my heel back, getting a really deep stretch. Good, and stepping our feet back to downward dog. Letting the cleanup crew fix you up. Beautiful. Let's take our right leg to the top, or whichever leg, so that you are wide and still able to see me. Grab opposite elbows and just sway side to side, dodging your puppy. Good, and coming halfway up, start to walk your hands out like a really wide-legged down dog, letting your head come down to the ground. Opening up our shoulders. I want you to feel as though you can lift your thumb and first finger. You're making this incredible sorcerer sign. Good. So now we're going to go ahead and get a little closer to our wall. Now that our shoulders are nice and open, our core is nice and activated. Bring your toes to touch. Let's start with our forearms, about a foot away from your knees or so. You might need to adjust this. Now we want to make sure that we're really pushing our elbows down and keeping our head lifted off the ground, okay? So I'm going to start by coming up onto the wall. Good. And then practice bringing your head through the arms and back, okay? If you're not feeling too safe, the closer you are, the closer your center of gravity will be. It just means you got to get up in a closer tuck, because we want to keep the weight forward, remember? And then just coming forward and back. Good, and then let's pause with our head reaching as far through the arms as possible. Tucking your chin in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your feet back down. And let yourself rest, so that the blood can come back into your body. Good, so we're going to practice kicking up by using the wall and staying in forearm, okay? So the benefit of having the wall here is that first of all, am I gonna hit the ceiling? Is that you know that you aren't gonna kick past your center of gravity, which is important because when you kick too far and you have to recalibrate, it wastes a lot of energy. So I want you to practice trying to stop right in front of the wall. Little tap, come back down. Little tap, that's a big tap. And trying with both legs too. And once you've done about 5 on each side, let's sit back, letting our arms relax. Chickens love sweat. He's a very tantric puppy. Beautiful. So let's come into one more drill before we try coming up on our own. Practicing that squeeze that we've been building on. Let's come to downward dog. And then get your heel as close to your bum as you can. Keeping that super connected, start to squeeze your knee in towards your collarbone, holding everything in tight, and let it go. All right, so I don't want you to think you have to stay there forever. Use all your effort to really perfect it, and let it go. And we're gonna do 2 more times on each side. Heel to bum, knee to collarbone, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let it go. The minute you feel like you're losing any effort and you're going backwards, let it go. One more time. Beautiful. Sitting back onto your knees, stretch it out in Ustrasana. And sitting in between your heels, bring your knees together, grabbing the tops of your knees. Let your weight bear down. Find lubrication in your joints, in your tendons. And find a way to sit, perhaps even taking a little seat. Honestly, even just rolling your mat up once or twice in the back can make a world of difference. Good. So before we jump up into an inversion, we're going to first center our mind. Bringing your thumbs to your temples. And for 7 minutes, we are going to chant Sa Ta Na Ma. 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 Inside the mind's eye, we breathe here. Letting the chant clear the mind, letting the posture challenge you. Pushing on the temples, wiping the slate clean. Your body is not weak, it is your mind. Your relationship to discipline and to power. You don't hold yourself to a higher regard because maybe you don't believe you can. But we achieve amazing things when put to the test. How can you do so without ego? Sa Ta Na Ma. Focus yourself. Do not let your mind stray you from the task at hand. A task that's only 7 minutes now, but will continue to develop all throughout your life. The work you put in now is not mistaken. Each time we endure difficult things, we become resilient. Sa Ta Na Ma. Sa Ta Sa Ta Sa. Be still in your body. You are strong. There is only one task at hand. Focus yourself and chant. Be with the experience. It will bring divinity. Sa Ta Na Ma. Sa Ta Na Ma. We have come far past halfway. Find your resilience and ground down. Connect with the mantra. Sa Ta Na Ma. Sa Ta Na Ma. Satonama, taking us through our final minute. Feeling the connection of your thumb to your temple, the current running through your brain, the energy, the electricity of your own body, your medicine, your light. Almost there in 4, 3, 2, relax your arms. Taking a deep breath in. Holding at the top, Mahabandha. Releasing your bandha, release your breath. Let your head make some big circles. Relaxing the shoulders, the arms. You can even sweep that energy down your body. Let the body move intuitively. Just breathe and sway. Letting the breath connect with all parts of your body. Good. So we're going to come into our inversion now. Like I say, we're working on stamina. So trying to stay for 3 minutes, all right? You can use the support of the wall. Grabbing your elbows, anchor your elbows, make sure that your index finger is close to the wall. Bring your head down. Lift your hips, bringing one knee in, tilt back. Trying the other knee. And then trying to get that control in your pelvis now. So see how it's my hips that are lifting my leg. My leg isn't lifting. My hips are tilting back and coming in. Good, again, because if my hips were staying here and it was just my leg kicking, it's a lot more effort. So you have to try to feel that articulation where it's this happening. All right? Let's try to come up. Lifting the hip and down. Lifting the hip and down, even if it's just this baby movement. And letting yourself come all the way into your headstand. You should be able to lift your head at any time if you also just want to stay in pincha. We are just building strength in our shoulders. And if you have to come down and kick back up, that's totally okay. Trying to take one foot off the wall. Squeezing your heels together. Whoop. One more minute. And last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sitting back, keeping your head down. Let your hands rest by your heels. And wherever you are, slowly come up vertebrae by vertebrae. Transferring onto your bum. And just laying down onto your back. Full shavasana to let the body recalibrate the bones. Remember, that's all yoga is. We're bringing the bones into their natural stacked order. Not to be overly flexible or overly tight anywhere, but equilibrium throughout the body. Let the ground hold your skeleton. Good. Now bringing your hips in, lift them and pop them over to the left. Letting that left knee come across all the way to the ground. And if the wall is there, you can kind of push your right foot into it so you have a nice straight line. And to create a bit more length in our twist. let's come the other way. So see how my hips are all the way to the left? I'm going to swing them all the way to the right side, pushing that bottom left leg into the ground and creating a twist. Then you also want to make sure that that left shoulder is all the way out, so you're getting as much length as you can. Good. Coming back to center. Let's just stretch our neck out into Halasana. Supporting as high up on your back as you can. Come to shoulder stand. And then we're just going to let one foot drop down to the floor. Using your hands as support, lifting back up. We'll switch the legs. Hands are just acting as a little shelf. And lifting back up into plow. Let's unroll our hips vertebrae by vertebrae. Crossing your legs. Pin your hands under your bum. Push up into fish pose. Good. Releasing all the way down onto your mat. I want you to take a few moments of just free flow and listen to what your body needs. Find those sticky parts. Letting yourself rest in Shavasana now. Lengthening your legs out to the side, your arms out to the side. Tucking your chin in and your shoulders down and back one more time. Tucking your tailbone in and spreading your toes wide. Settling into your body and into the yin, the stillness of our practice. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out.